Good evening and welcome to Your Money and Business. I'm Jeff Salkin. On tonight's program, overseas lessons for the business community, and we will check on a model train store chugging its way to success. But first, a Maryland video game company that has hit the jackpot. Joining us now is Todd Hayes, the CEO of Game Trading Technologies. Todd, thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
You just had a successful initial public offering, which is a rare thing these days. Tell us about it.
Yes, well, we have been growing like a weed, and we have been self-funded. I put up the money to get the company to this size, but we've outgrown my personal financial capability and thought for a couple of years we've been trying to tap the capital markets. It's been a tough time to go out and raise capital, but we got it done, and we're off to the races.
I read one analogy for what you do is sort of like the Blue Book is for cars. That's what you are for video games.
Correct. We run a real-time pricing algorithm where what we do is we help create a market for the billions of video games that people have bought and are some of which are sitting underneath of a bedroom, underneath a bed or in a closet or something like that. What we do is help people create value out of those.
So I thought the ones, the few that are sitting around my basement were worthless at this point, and maybe they are. What has value?
Oh, everything has value. We have a saying. We like to say there are no bad games. There are just bad price points on those games. All games. We can value a game all the way back to the Atari days, and you'd be surprised. There's a lot more value there than people realize. It's not like a CD which could be copied. Games have a lot more inherent value, and we pay the highest price in the country for this.
Okay, so if somebody has a collection, their alternative used to be maybe go to a flea market. I mean, so how does it work now?
Yeah, well, generally, people kind of all have the idea, oh, maybe they're going to sell these on eBay and that type of stuff, but it's with listing fees and how many people are trying to sell games on eBay, it's really not a perfect marketplace. So what we did is we work with people like Toys R Us, Best Buy, and we've put them into the game trading capability. You can go into any Toys R Us, take your entire game trading, your game library, soon movies as well, put it in a shoebox, drop it off at a Toys R Us, and they'll give you that brand new Wii or PlayStation 3 or whatever the kids are screaming that they want from mom and dad.
So the Blue Book for used cars is sort of a static thing. I get the idea that your prices fluctuate.
They do. I mean, game prices move very quickly. Most of them start around $60, and within 3 weeks, a game is either what we call a dog, or it can be $55 used, or it can be $10 or $11. I mean, it's very, very rapid price decline if the game is not very well received.
What do you do when you wind up taking custody of these games in between the seller and the buyer?
Correct. We embed our technology into lots and lots of different trade-in points, but then we also have a lot of different types of customers. I've been in the game business for 21 years, and we sell the game. We sell, for example, we sell 7-Eleven, a whole host of $9.99 video games, and that, maybe that product does really well at 7-Eleven, but that same product wouldn't do so well at Best Buy, for example.
You hear so much that the Internet is all about cutting out the middleman, that you can just go to Craigslist or eBay or something. Mm-hmm. You've built a successful business as the middleman.
Correct. And we are, we are online. I mean, we're not novices to the online marketplace, but the online marketplace in video games is very wide but not very deep. Because something about games, particularly with youngsters, they're not very patient. If they want a game, they want it now. They don't want to wait till Thursday when the mail shows up. They want it tonight. And so we have a very robust retail network, and we also have an online network. But the retail is our primary marketplace.
All right. So if somebody has that dusty box of unused games, is the best starting point online or walking into the Toys R Us?
Either. You can go into ToysRUs.com, you can go into BestBuy.com, you can go into GamersFactory.com and do part of your trade-ins there, or physically go into a retail location and drop it off. It's the same price either way, and we're the network behind those retailers.
Let's talk about Hunt Valley, Maryland a little bit. Some people may be familiar with the idea that it's a little bit like Silicon Valley of the game space. Mm-hmm. How did that happen?
I think most of it had to do with this genius, Sid Meier, and his company currently called Firaxis. He's a very successful game developer, and he has trained a whole host of great game developers, and they've split off and they've opened this company and they've done this project, and Hunt Valley's become a little bit of a community of techno-savvy companies, but without having to you don't have to leave far from home. I think that's the reputation Hunt Valley has.
It starts to feed on itself. I mean, you can have a successful company like yours because there's so many other people around in the business.
Absolutely. California is just it's a 5-hour flight away, but mom and dad and the family is here. So that's, I think, the big advantage to wanting to set up shop and stay set up in Hunt Valley.
What's employment like for your company? What's the trend been?
Oh, we're adding people constantly. We're looking for a CFO. We're looking for lots of people. So we've got ads. We're looking on Monster.com right now. Yeah.
All right, everybody, go check Monster.com.
and trading technology.
Will the money you've raised help accelerate that?
Yes. What we have, the money that we've raised is particularly for inventory purchases, but it's also for some additional staffing and infrastructure build out.
All right, Todd Hayes is CEO of Game Trading Technologies. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.